I know you're not going to tell us how people are going to vote, but do you yourself feel that you know how most people on the Exco committee will vote for the two World Cups?
Will vote? Well,
do you know about the other committee members in each case which way you think they will vote?
It is very, very difficult to predict. You know, I know maybe up to a certain extent. After I bid for my country, of course, you know, that's the priority, and I'll bid for Qatar. But after that, you know, I'm really not 100% sure where I'm going to bid, you know, or to vote, rather.
You don't even have your number two, if Qatar should drop out, written down on a piece of notepaper somewhere?
In 22, I will support any Asian country has, you know, the majority of the votes. Yes, I should support Asia.
One thing that might throw a spanner in the works for the Asian countries is if China signals that it will bid for 2026, because FIFA would presumably like the world's biggest country to do that, and then you could not have an Asian host in 2022. The Chinese head of the Football Federation said in July that they were thinking of that. What's your sense? Is China going to make it known that it's going to get involved?
Well, naturally, China is a great country in Asia, and I think it is also a very good place to host a World Cup, you know, in terms of everything, infrastructures, the popularity of the game, the population and economy. Everything is actually suggesting that China is a good place to host a World Cup. But this is only if non-Asian country succeeded to organize the 2022.
But if China makes it known in the next 2 months that it's looking at 2026, that will influence some people not to vote for an Asian country now, because that would take away China's chance.
I don't know if this is can be happened. And you talk that FIFA may prepare. Actually, FIFA is me. FIFA is the other members of the executive committee. FIFA as a building will not decide. You know, I mean, we are the 24 members who are constituting FIFA. Nobody else. I mean, I think it is it's our right. You know, so to decide.
But do you think China is interested in hosting a World Cup as soon as that?
So far, I mean, they have not presented the bid for 2022, but naturally, I think, you know, if Asia will not succeed to host 2022, then they will be interested. Yes, I think they could be.
Something else. You've said in the past that term limits should be set for FIFA presidents, but now you've said that you're going to back Sepp Blatter next year to stand again as FIFA president. There'd been talk of you standing yourself. Why have you decided to get behind Sepp Blatter?
The proposal I submitted to the executive committee actually that the 2 terms limit start from 2011. So Mr. Blatter was going to benefit also of this decision when that decision has been implemented or agreed upon. And I still actually believe that a limited mandate, a limited terms for not only actually the president of FIFA, but maybe for all the international organization. It is better for the game or for the sport by itself. Nevertheless, this proposal has been defeated by the majority of our executive committee, where I believe that also most of them are more experienced than me. They know much better what is required for an international organization like FIFA, and I accepted their decision. It was only an opinion, which I thought it is best for FIFA. My colleagues has different opinion. I do respect them, and I do support also what decision we have came out with. Well, this is one part. So I mean, Mr. Blatter was actually benefiting out of this two mandates for the future. Now, I never actually said that I'm a candidate for 2011. I would rather said yes, there could be an Asian candidate for 2011, but I never mentioned myself as a candidate.
Other people mentioned you.
Well, you are mentioning me also now, but no, I wasn't actually. I did not say so. Nevertheless, I mean, just let us also agree that this is a democracy, and this is the right of anyone feel himself that he is capable to lead FIFA, to come forward and present himself as a candidate. So this is the right of the people, and this is democracy which all of us should support. Now I'm said yes. I said I'm going to support Mr. Blatter for 2011. Naturally, I think Mr. Blatter has served FIFA in his best. FIFA today is also enjoying very stable financial situation after 2002, where we struggled a lot. Game is developing, game is more popular. So if he wants to continue for another terms, I don't see why shouldn't I personally, be supportive. Now we don't have any candidates in front of us to see that whether we can. I can support Mr. Blatter or support the other candidate, but for me, I think Mr. Blatter is a good candidate, and I have no problem to support him for 2011.
The election of the FIFA president comes just a few months after what's really the biggest World Cup vote in history, because 2 World Cups will be awarded as once. Never has bidding been as competitive. So there's a lot of associations with a stake in the matter. To what degree are people going to give their support to presidential candidates or to Sepp Blatter next year based on quid pro quos, promises, implicit promises of support for their World Cup bids?
Well, actually, I will hate to that people to see FIFA is connected only with one person. FIFA is 24 members, and the fact is that the decision remains with the majority of this 24 members. It doesn't suggest that president of FIFA alone can decide or can direct
He's the most powerful man in the meeting.
He is our boss. He is our senior, but he cannot take our right to express our views.